Hello everyone. I thought I would make a video today going over Survivor general perks, perks for the original 4 survivors, and builds you can make using them. This video is for new players, but it's also for new players that will be coming in from Five Nights at Freddy's. I know that's going to be bringing in a lot of people, so I figured a video like this could be helpful if you end up finding it. We'll start off. I'll be going over what all the general perks do and my opinion on them and if they're worth using, if they're not that great. And then we will move on to different builds and talking about each of the 4 original Survivors perks. And we'll play a few games using each of the builds. Whether we win or lose is just to give you an idea of what the builds do. But we are going to move on to talking about the general perk. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Dwight first. We're going to be using Dwight to just look at the general perks in general. Funny enough. General perks are perks that every survivor can access when they level up their blood web. As you level up your blood web, you will have perks that you can obtain from levels 1 to 3. If we go to the search bar here, we can type in general, and it will bring up all the perks that every survivor has access no matter what. I also say once you get a survivor to prestige 1, there are 3 teachable perks that are exclusive to them will be unlocked on every survivor you own, and then once you get to the 3, they'll be at level 3 on all survivors that you own, and will own in the future once you decide to purchase them. But let's start off with the general perks. I have to retype in general because I clicked on that stuff. That's fine. Our first perk is Dark Sense. Each time a generator is completed, Dark Sense activates. While Dark Sense is active, the killer entering a 24-meter radius around you reveals their aura for 10 seconds. Once the aura's duration expires, Dark Sense deactivates, and then you would have to reactivate it again by having another gen get completed. Now, it specifies a generator being completed. That means that you don't have to be the one to do it. It just needs to be done. This perk is okay. It has interesting use. I mean, you're not going to be able to activate it when you want. Once it's active, when the killer comes near you, you'll be able to see their terror radius, and you'll be able to know if they're coming for you, if they're chasing you. You'll be able to see them through walls or see which direction they're coming from. It's an okay perk. I didn't really use it in any of the builds that we're using here, but it's okay. Our next perk is Deja Vu. The aura of 3 generators, which are in close proximity to one another, are revealed to you. Gain a 6% repair speed bonus on the revealed generators. This perk is meta, and it is used even in high levels. It can, knowing the 3 gens closest, once you have 7 gens on the map. Once you get down to 3 gens, that's your last gen. You have to do 5. If they're really close to each other, the killer can control them better, and they can have an easier time defending these generators. Deja Vu can help you early on see which generators are close together, and you can try to strategically break these generators and leave ones further away from other gens. Now this, if you're playing solo queue, if you're playing by yourself, can be a little tricky because the other people aren't going to know if you're trying to break these, or they might force you into a 3-gen despite you trying to break it. But that's just what happens when you're playing by yourself. If you're playing with friends, you can be a little more strategic with this. But another big bonus to it is you do get this 6% repair speed bonus whenever you're on a gen that is affected by Deja Vu. This is a very good perk, and I believe it's on all 4 of the builds that we use. I think it's the only general perk that I use on all of them. Our next perk is Hope. As soon as the exit gates are powered, that means once all the generators are completed, the exit gates are able to be turned on, or able to be opened. You gain a 7% haste status effect. Now, this is very strong. This is also a perk that is still very meta and still used. It can really help you in the end game, getting away from the killer, getting distance, and helping you get out of the match once you get to that point. I do use this, I believe, on one of the builds. Kindred. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. While you are on the hook, all survivors' auras are revealed to all other survivors. If the killer is within 16-meter range, the killer's aura is revealed to you and all other survivors. While a survivor other than you is on the hook, all other survivors' auras are revealed to you. If the killer is within 16-meter range to the hook survivor, the killer's aura is revealed to you. This is a pretty decent perk. It can tell you where the killer is. If someone is on the hook, it can tell you if anyone else is going for the save, if maybe you need to go to the save, or if you see someone going, you know you can stay on your gen or do whatever it is you're doing. This is a decent perk. It's not bad at all. Lightweight. Your running is light and soft. That part's not important. Scratch marks stay visible 5 seconds less than normal, and their spacing is inconsistent. This perk is pretty okay. It can help you get away from killers, especially on an indoor map. A killer with more hours in the game might not be affected as well by this, but I can say, as someone who plays a lot of killer and I've put a lot of hours into this game, it can, especially on an indoor map, this can make the killer maybe second guess which direction you went, depending on where the break in the scratch marks is. So it's an okay perk if you want to use it. You can see we're using it on this build on Dwight. Our next general perk is No One Left Behind. 100% bonus... I'm sorry, let me start that over. Once the exit gates are powered, you gain the following effects. 100% bonus action speed when healing and unhooking other survivors. When unhooking a survivor, increase the haste they gain by 10%. When you unhook someone, they gain a bit of endurance, which makes them invincible if they get hit by the killer. And they also get a haste effect that allows them to run away from the hook quicker, to get away from the killer if they're around. This will give them more of that haste. And the aura of all other survivors are revealed to you. Now, this is an in-game perk. It will not activate. It's similar to Hope, where it will not activate until you are at the end game and all the gens are completed. So it's very... you need to be at the end game to use it. So until you finish all the gens, it's not going to do much. But it is very strong once you get there. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not reading everything, a lot of this is flavor text, and it's not really important to what the perk actually does. Plunderer's Instinct. It unlocks your potential in one's aura reading ability. It reveals unopened chests and items within a 64-meter range of you. Increases the odds of finding an item of higher rarity from chests by 50%. This is good if, say, you are running out of items and you need an item on your survivor, or you just... maybe you will need a item in the match. Maybe your item ran out and you need to try to get something. This isn't going to be something you'll run in your builds on normal once you play more. Like, it's not something that you're really going to want unless you're doing a challenge to get chests or something. So it's okay if you need items. Premonition. This perk is not very good. This is probably one of the worst general perks here. You get an auditory warning when you're looking in the direction of the killer in a 45-degree cone within a range of 36 meters. And then this perk has a 30-second cooldown once it activates. So, even if the killer is behind a wall, if you are looking in the direction of the killer within a 40-degree cone, if they're within 36 meters, it will ding and you will know that you are looking at them. It's not great. It's not that useful. Once you buy characters level up, there are perks that can do what this does much, much better. I would not really use this. You can if you want. If you want an idea, like if you're on a gen and you turn your camera and it dings, you know the killer is within 36 meters, and you'll know it'll give you some information. But there are better general perks here and better teachable perks that it's not really useful. Resilience. This is another meta perk. This is a very strong perk. It grants a 9% additional speed when repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, vaulting, cleansing, or blessing a totem, opening exit gates, and unlocking while injured. That should say unhooking while injured, I believe. It means unlocking gates. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. This basically lets you do everything 9% faster. It's very good. If you're injured, it lets you do so much so fast. It helps you vault windows if you're in chase. It is a good perk. And once you play more and if you feel more comfortable with being injured, you can use its generator speed repair bonus. You can also use a med kit to heal yourself until you're almost fully healed, and then use resilience as bonus on a generator, and then once you know the killer's coming, you can finish healing yourself with your med kit and you'll be full health, and you will still have the bonus of the gen speed repair. Next up is slippery meat. Now this perk may be getting slightly changed because they're changing the way you won't be able to attempt unhooks naturally anymore once Springtrap comes out. But in its current form, as I'm doing this before Springtrap comes out, it grants up to 3 extra escape attempts on the hook. Hook escape attempts have a 4% increased chance to succeed. I assume they will probably remove the grants 3 extra and you will just have the 3 that you have now, and the 4% will just be a base 4%. But even now, this perk's not great. You'll see people use it, but it's not something you're going to want to use. So, however it's changed in the future, it's still not probably going to be that great of a perk. Small game is another perk. I don't like this perk. I've never liked this perk. As a general perk, it does what it needs to do, but there are perks on other survivors that are teachables that do what this perk does much, much better. What this perk does is you get an auditory warning when looking in the direction of a totem in a 45-degree cone within 12 meters. Small game has a cooldown of 10 seconds each time it activates. For each dull totem and a hex totem cleansed by the player, gain a token. Small game's detection cone is reduced by 5 degrees per token. I don't like this perk because you will get a ding, but it starts off at a 45-degree cone. Sometimes you're not going to have an idea, really, of where this totem is, especially if it's somewhat hidden. I don't like it. I feel like it can just make newer players confused and waste time trying to find a totem. If you want to run it, you can. I'm just saying, I think it's going to make things more confusing. It can give you an idea of where totems can spawn, but I would avoid this, honestly. Our next perk is Spine Chill. Get notified when the killer is looking at you with a clear line of sight within 36-meter range. Your speed while repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, cleansing, blessing, opening exit gates, and unlocking chests is increased by 6%. The effects of Spine Chill linger for 0.5 seconds after the killer looks away or is out of range. This perk's okay. It can give you, if you are opening an exit gate and the killer is looking at you, it can give you that extra bit you need to open up the exit gate. If you want to run this, it's fine. You'll probably get some use out of it. It'll let you know if the killer is looking at you, though. You'll probably, if you're looking around, you'll probably see the killer's looking at you if they're within 36 meters range. It can help with a stealth killer like Ghostface or someone if you're not really seeing them. But it's okay. If you want to run it, run it. It's not in any of the builds we're using today, but it's okay. Our next perk is This Is Not Happening. Great skill checks. Success zones when repairing and healing get 30% bigger while you are injured. When a skill check pops up, a majority of it is going to make it a good skill check. That means that you hit the skill check, but nothing else really happens. You just hit it, and you don't make... If you're healing someone, if you miss a skill check, it messes up. It makes a noise notification to let the killer know where you are. If you're on a gen, it blows the gen up. The gen loses some of the progress you have on it, and it also notifies the killer of where you are. If you're injured, this makes the great skill check portion of it, which is much smaller, 30% bigger. This can be okay, especially if you're doing builds that have to do with skill checks, but I don't know if you're really going to use this. It's up to you if you really want to use this, but I think there are better general perks and teachable perks that you could be using. But it has its uses in some builds once you unlock more things. Our last perk is We'll Make It. It's another meta perk. It's pretty well used. It's a strong perk. It's simple. When you rescue a survivor from the hook, you gain a 100% speed increase while healing others for 90 seconds. So this will basically double how fast you heal someone. You don't really want to heal under hook unless you know for a fact that the killer is in chase or very, very far away. Normally you would want to unhook someone and run away from the hook and heal them. But if you know you're safe, this can make the heal under the hook very, very fast. And this is a good support perk. It can help your teammates if you know you're going for unhooks. If you're going to be trying to get unhooks, this is a very good perk to run. So these are the general perks. We're going to start with Dwight. We are going to go over his 3 teachables. I'm going to show you the build I picked. What I tried to do was each survivor, with the exception of Jake, once we get to him, he'll be the last one we do, I use 2 of their teachables, and then I use 2 general perks. With Jake, I only used 1 of his teachables, and I used 3 general perks. I also have another build that we won't be showcasing, but I'm just going to go over it. I'll talk about it last. It is a build only using general perks. So I am going to get ready to show you Dwight's perks. So I'm going to end this segment, and we are going to go into the next one. So we are going to look up Dwight's perks here. So these are his 3 teachables. His first teachable is Bond. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. Allies' auras are revealed to you when they are within a 36-meter range. You can use this to find survivors that need healing. You can find this to find people near you to get healed. We're going to be using it to help us find people that are on gens. So our next perk is Prove Thyself. For every other survivor working on a generator within a 4-meter range, gain 10% repair speed bonus. This same bonus is also applied to all of the survivors within range. Survivors can only be affected by 1 Prove Thyself effect at a time. So this is really good to use when you're working with another survivor on a gen. This is the other teachable we'll be using today. We'll be using Bond and Prove Thyself. This is a good perk. You'll still see people use this at high meta. High levels of play. It's a good gen perk. It can help you get gens done quicker, and it is a very good gen progression perk. The next perk is Leader. Now, I'm not using this perk, but this is not a bad perk. Increase other survivors' healing, sabotaging, unhooking, cleansing, opening exit gates, and chest unlocking speeds by 25% when they are within an 8-meter range of you. Survivors can only be affected by 1 leader effect at a time. This effect persists on other survivors for 15 seconds after leaving the leader's effective perk range. This is a good perk. It helps people around you do things that they are doing faster, with the exception of gens, which is what Prove Thyself does. Now, you can use this if someone's opening a door, you can stand near them and they will open the door faster. If someone is healing you, they will heal you faster. This is a decent perk to help other people do things. If you choose to switch something out and use this perk, or you like the idea of this perk, please feel free to use it. All 3 of Dwight's perks are pretty good, and they're all pretty useful in different situations. So, you know what Prove Thyself does now. We'll be using Prove Thyself along with Bond. We'll be using Bond to help us find other survivors to use Prove Thyself with. Our first general perk is Deja Vu. This is the one that lets you see the 3 closest gens, and it lets you repair faster. So if you are on a gen affected by Deja Vu with Prove Thyself and you were there with another person, you will be repairing the generator 16% faster. So that's a good deal faster. So these 2 pair well together in this build we're using. And then the last perk is Lightweight. I figured this is a perk you can use in Chase, obviously. So it's a nice Chase perk that you have access to for free on Dwight. And it can help you maybe lose some killers, as we went over in the previous part. So this is our build. All of the survivors, I believe I put a medkit on, a brown medkit with brown bandages. Medkit will allow you to heal yourself or heal on other. If you use it on yourself without add-ons, you will use up all the charges to heal yourself. It only costs 16 charges to heal another survivor. It costs 25 charges to heal yourself, and you only have 24 charges in the medkit. This will give you a few more charges, so you could use it to heal yourself and then have a bit left over to heal someone else. And then butterfly tape lets you heal yourself quicker. We are using the same things on all the survivors for this, just as a way, so that you have a way to heal yourself. And then the add-on, there's a bunch of different add-ons you can use, but I went with add-on offering. I went with a low rarity brown offering that just gives you bonus blood points. I went with the Bog Laurel Sachet, which is the objective category one. Gives you 50% more blood points when you're doing the objective, which is gens. I figured that worked. So now that we've gone over the build, we are going to hop into our first of 4 games, and I will see you there in a moment. Okay, Midwich Elementary School. This is, obviously, it says down there, Silent Hill. Oh, we see everybody. So those are our 3 Deja Vu gens. I guess we'll head towards them. And we'll just hop on this gen right here. I believe that terror radius is the terror radius of the Legion. We will see if I am correct. And if I am, I will give you some information on the Legion. We only heard the terror radius for a second, though, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a Legion. So, the Legion can activate their power and go into a frenzy. When they hit you with their power, you will be put in the mending state, and everyone within their terror radius will get a heartbeat that the killer can see, and they can try and hit them to continue their frenzy. Once they've hit 4 people, the 5th frenzy hit will down the next person they hit. Otherwise, they cannot down you with their power. Get a stun. Oh, she has Hubris. Hubris is a killer perk that once you stun the killer, you become exposed, and you can be downed in one attack, one basic attack, but we're already injured, so Hubris doesn't really matter to us. Try and play this loop. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Is there a window here? There's not. I shouldn't have gambled. I should have stayed there. We do have a pilot here, though. And this is an indoor map, so lightweight might give us a hand. Now, the Legion has 4 members, so the Legion can be male or female. There's 2 males, 2 females. Frank, Susie, Joey, and Julie. Who they are is depending on their cosmetics. This is a Susie. This is a Susie torso, so this makes this a Susie. Oh, I thought for sure she was going to get us on that hit. There's a really good palette right here. This palette. A lot of the palettes on Midwich almost always spawn. So, it's a map that you can... I'm going to go down here. That's fine. So, we gave them time. Sadly, not everyone was on gens. But, oh no, they're on 2 different gens there. Okay, I'm going to get put in the basement. That's not ideal. You can see that red down there with the hand on the right side under my perks. That's Iron Grasp. Iron Grasp makes it take longer for me to wiggle out. Okay, we got 2 gens done. So 2 gens for 1 chase is pretty good. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Let's see. So we So we see Jill coming to get us. She had an AFK crow. Okay, well that explains why Jill wasn't on a gen. She was AFK. Okay, so she just tried to frenzy, but she missed Jill on the attack. I'm gonna go this way. She is on Jill, so that's good. Yeah, she's not committing to us. So that's perfect. See if I can... I don't know if she's gonna want to heal me. Can you heal me? No? Okay. That's fine. We could heal ourselves. It's not a terrible idea. Legion can heal... Legion can injure you very easily with their frenzy. But this Legion does seem to be struggling a bit with getting hits, so I'm going to heal up. Plus, even if they do re-injure us easily with their power... Now, that's not good. We may... I don't know if they're going to basement them again. They might basement them. That would not be great. Okay, so they have friends till the end. When she hooked the obsession, I became the obsession that screamed. Next time she hooks someone, my aura will be revealed to her, and I will be able to be insta-downed in one basic attack. But I am going to go away. Shh. We do have a... Okay, Nia got off a gen. She is running towards us, but hopefully she will go and get them out of the basement, because we are not in a great spot right now. Try and play this. Now, as a killer chases you, as long as they don't, I believe, swing or use their power, they slowly gain Bloodlust up to level 3. Bloodlust makes them faster and faster. Once they hit 3, they're as fast as they can go. It's a way for a killer, especially... Okay, they just died or let go, one of the two. This might not be a great example game for this build, but I knew that might happen, and that's okay. Is she going to give up on me is the question. Yes. Okay, she gave up. Hello, everybody. We'll do a little group heal. You can only have 2 people healing someone at once. You can't have all 3 teammates healing you. Let's get him healed up. And just because we're down a survivor doesn't mean we're out. Now, I don't know if they just didn't get to jail in time. Maybe I should have gone down there. I was just worried about going down there, going down after unhooking them, if I was able to unhook them both, and then just this basement cycle would continue. But we're going to hop on this one. It's part of our deja vu, so we will do it 6% faster. Hear the killer's terror radius. But we don't know if she's upstairs or downstairs. Okay, this person's coming, so we will be getting Deja Vu and Bond, so this will make the gen go 16% faster. Oh, all 3 people are on here. Okay. That's good and bad. It's bad in the sense that if she comes, she's going to see all of us. Oh, I wish Nia hadn't gotten off. We definitely could have finished this. We're going to finish it anyway. Okay. So you can see there the strength of Deja Vu. It gets gens done pretty damn quickly. So our new Deja Vu gens are those 3 there. Let's fall down this hole. I guess, so we have 1 in the courtyard, it looks, 1 in this room, and 1 there. Looks like Bill's on this one. We could go help him with Deja Vu. This map isn't bad for Lightfoot, if I didn't say that. Lightweight. Lightfoot. That's a different perk. Lightfooted. Because it might help us lose her. But we will work on this with Bill. We know that Nia is not around because we don't see her aura. If she is around, she would be in a locker. Okay, Bill's off the gen. Okay. So she's on Bell. So we're going to come out and work on this gen, depending on where Bill goes. Just stand right here. Bill hasn't even been hit yet. Oh, that was a very far away stun. Okay, she's still on Bill. We'll come back and keep working on this. It's in the Deja Vu, so we will be doing it 6% faster. Looks like Nia's coming, so we will do it 16% faster. see. Bill's doing a good job in chase here. We're going to be able to get this gen done. Now, if you noticed, when I got on the gen by myself, the bar was yellow for the repair. That means that Deja Vu is active, a perk is active, or something that is making you do the gen quicker. Even though we were doing the gen quicker, once she got on, you still do the gen a little bit slower for each person that's on the gen. So that's why the bar was red, to let you know that you're not doing it as fast as you could, but it multiplies. So don't think that just because you're there, like, you're doing it faster. It's just saying you are doing it slightly slower. But obviously the gen got done pretty quick. Bill did good in chase there. Also, I'm obviously recording this live, so forgive me if I stumble. Okay, there's friend still the end. So she can see my aura for a few seconds. And if she hits me while that skull on the right is still filled up, I will go down instantly. As long as she hits me with a basic. If she hits me with her power, I won't go down. So, we outran it. So we are in no fear, no threat of going down. So this is our 3-gen that we have ended with. We see Bill here. Bill is walking to not leave scratch marks. Hello, Billiam. Let's see if he sees me. I think he wants me to go into this room. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my med kit on him. What's left of my med kit. Heal him a little bit quicker here. Okay, med kit's out. So even though Jill died, I'm not sure if she let go or if she just... I wasn't paying attention to her bar, but she passed on. She expired. But we're not doing bad. We're down to our last gen with the 3 of us. So we're doing decent. Bill is going to have to go into the dangerous spot, it looks. Which maybe I shouldn't have let him do since he's on Death Hook. But she is on Nia. So there should still be a bit of pallets left. She went down, though, at the window there. You can see her vault. Now, even if we lose this game, it's fine. We're showing off the build. You can see what this build is doing here. It's a nice gen progression. Now, I have not been hooked yet, so the obsession, which is the entity claws around my portrait on the left, does not go away, so she saw my aura again. Though it may have been hidden in the gen's aura. Okay, she's on Bill. Let's go get Nia. See. Okay, she's picking Bill up, so she's going to kill him. Me and Nia are going to go somewhere, and I'll get her healed up. Now, I am not going to give up, but we have to be realistic, especially since my aura just got revealed. So I will try and protect her if she comes. But, this isn't looking great. Yeah, I'm dead. Go, run. Okay, she's body blocking her. This game might be over. Yeah. But you saw the build. You saw what the perks can do. I could abandon. I never abandon. I don't see. She can just kill me. I got... Oh no, I'm exposed, guys. She can insta-down me now. What am I gonna do? Are you gonna wait to Mori me? Are you gonna wait? Do you want the Mori? I think she wants the Mori. Yeah, so you can see this is one of Susie's torsos. The torso is what decides what member of the Legion you are. Not your mask, and definitely not your weapon. So, we are being slugged so that she can be Mori'd when Springtrap comes out after this video. Right now, Susie would be able to Mori me. The Legion would be able to Mori me right now when the Mori change comes. But the Mori change is not here yet in this video, so she has to wait for this Nia to be dead. And then, once everyone is dead, she will be able to Mori me, no matter how many hooks I've had. So, I was able to explain that while this is going on. The way it's getting changed is, like I said, she'd be able to Mori me right now. And when she Moris me, Nia would just get auto-sacrificed. Hang on, you gotta wait. I know you're excited. Let's get in the light. Everybody can see the Mori. Gotta wait for... Okay, she's a skull. She can Mori me now. I guess you get to see the Legion's Mori. It's a nice... It's a pretty cool Mori. Okay, so Dwight is dead. We did not win this game, but I hope you got an idea for this build. Just because you lose doesn't mean the build's not, you know, usable. Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and record games over and over again just to look good for you guys and act like the build is this super Omega thing. This is obviously a beginner build. You are obviously... This is my account. You are going to be going against newer... Unless you're playing with friends that have been playing for a long time. You are going to be going against new killers that are also going to be using beginner perks. So, beginner builds are fine. And you saw we got down to the last gem with 3 people, so we didn't do too bad. So, also, I wanted to say, because I see people do this, if you were ever curious of what a teammate did, or if you're going against a Michael Myers and they insta-kill you and you don't understand what's happening, or something happened in the game that you don't understand what happened, you can come to the end screen here and you can highlight any perk, you can highlight the killer's add-ons, you can highlight the survivor's add-ons, anything you want, and it will tell you exactly what the add-on or the perk does, and that may explain to you why you went down at a weird time, or what happened, like, if you're newer and you don't understand why you were one-shot, like, why you were exposed and it's down, you can read Friends to the End and be like, oh, this is why this happened, or you could read Hubris and be like, oh, I stunned the killer and this is why I was insta-down, or they had Lightborn, this would explain, oh, this is why I couldn't blind the killer, because they have Lightborn. So if you're newer, always, if you're curious about something, read your compatriots' perks, read the killer's perks, see what they're... anything you're curious about. So, I am going to move on to... Meg. Yes, Meg is next. I believe. Yeah, I'm 90% sure it's Meg. If it's not, it's Claudette. We're going to move on to Meg. I'm going to explain her build and everything. So, I will see you all in a moment. Okay, so we are going to switch... Yeah, so it was Meg, okay. We're going to switch over to Meg here. We're going to look at her build. She is using... Well, I shouldn't say that. We should look at Meg's perks first. So we're going to type in Meg. Okay, so her first teachable is Adrenaline. This perk activates when the exit gates are powered. Instantly heal 1 health state if you are injured or in the dying state, and gain 50% haste for 3 seconds. Adrenaline ignores the exhausted status effect. Causes exhausted status effect for 40 seconds. Exhausted perks are very powerful. Exhaustion perks is what they're called. She has an exhaustion perk here. We'll go over that. If you are exhausted, you cannot use an exhaustion perk. This exhausts you. But this, if you are exhausted, this does not care, as it said. It ignores it just re-exhausts you. And then if you're curious what things do, like haste, it says there, haste increases survivor movement speed. You can read the italicized things, and they will tell you what keywords in the perk do. This is a very good perk. It's a meta perk. It's very strong. You will see people use this all the time. Quick and quiet. The vault and hide action noise detection and audio range is reduced by 100%. This effect only triggers once every 15 seconds. This is very good with certain builds, or if you need to fast vault or hide in a locker. It's not a bad perk. You'll see people use it, but we won't be using it today. It's not going to help us in any way with our build. Now, this is our first exhaustion perk. This is Sprint Burst. You will see this a lot. A lot of people use this. This is very meta. I personally don't like this. This is not an exhaustion perk I am a fan of. But when you start running, gain 50% haste for a maximum of 3 seconds. Causes the exhausted status effect for 40 seconds. Sprint Burst cannot be used while exhausted, as I explained. You do not recover from the exhausted status effect while running. You need to be walking. So we'll be using this. It's our first exhausted perk. You can use this. If the killer is coming, you can wait until they get there and then hit the run button, and you will sprint away from them very quickly. I may mess this perk up. I don't use it a lot. I don't like Sprint Burst, but a lot of people do. Do not take my opinion on the use of the perk as it is bad. This is a very good perk. It is a very strong perk. I see it all the time in my killer games. It's very annoying when used in the right hands. this is a good perk. You may fall in love with it. And then we'll be using Deja Vu just to have some more gen speed and see the 3 gens. And we'll be using Hope. This is the end game perk that gives you haste. I figured we could use Hope and team it up with Adrenaline, so we can either pick ourselves up if we're on the ground or get healed in chase, or even if we're not in chase, just get healed, and then we'll have this boost of speed during the end game. And then I put on Sweet Willem Sachet because it's boldness. We're going to be around the killer. That's boldness. There's no real reason behind this. You can put on whatever you want. It's just a blood point offering. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to jump into the next game. I will see you there in a moment. And yeah. Okay. From this game on, I'm going to be playing with a dear friend of mine. They are playing the Sable. But you will just be hearing me and stuff, so it won't change the video in any way. And it is a Wesker. So I did do what I always do, and I accidentally ran and activated my sprint burst. That's because I don't use the perk, and please believe me when I say it is a very strong perk. I just misuse it because I never use it. Especially for, well, I mean, it's meta. It's still a meta perk. So for beginners, it's still good. You just have to learn not to run right away and save it for when the killer comes. Well, yeah, speaking of the killer. So, Wesker has 2 dashes. If any of the dashes connect, he'll drag you, and if he connects with an object, he'll slam you. If he doesn't connect with an object, he'll throw you, and if you slam into something, you'll take damage. If he doesn't slam you, you'll just be infected, and you can get up and leave. And if you're fully infected, he can hinder you, and if you're... he'll hinder you, and he will instantly put you on his shoulder, even if you're full health, if you are fully infected. There are first aid sprays around the map that you can use to disinfect yourself from the Ouroboros. Or disinfect others. So we are on one of our Deja Vu gens here, so we're doing it 6% faster. Alucard just went down. He might go into the basement because he's in shack. We'll have to see. Nope, he didn't. That's good. Okay, so he has Dead Man Switch. Also, I can hear my friend. That's how I'm knowing certain things. You just can't hear them, like I said. Okay, so he came back to hook, which is expected. He's going to try and grab me with his Virulent Bound. He did, but we didn't slam into anything, so we're going to be able to get up and keep the chase going. We have a pallet here. I fucked it up. I greeted it too much. I should have just thrown it. That is my bad. So we'll just wiggle. That case there, that case has the sprays in it. Each spray has 2 uses. And you can see the auras, the white auras are all of the first aid spray cases. So I think, no, what Geralt is not coming for me. I don't know why I said his name wrong there. Alucard's coming for me. So I'm gonna have Alucard heal me under hook since we know Wesker is over there. Okay. Okay, my friend went down, but they did really, really good in chase. Let us... Now, another thing you should know is whenever you use this spray, Wesker will get a short heartbeat letting him know where you are. So you need to keep that in mind. Especially on a small... You can see here, he knows exactly... He found us because of that. Okay. Okay, we see him there. Okay, there's no pallet over here. I'm gonna leave. Okay, try and dodge his bounds here. There we go. He bounced off of the rock. Problem with a smaller map like this is once it's out of resources, it's really out of resources. Okay, he's going to try and bound us again. Also, Wesker can use his power to vault pallets and windows. I got fucked. Okay, but we're going to get a gen done, and another gen has quite a bit of progress. Okay. Looks like he's heading to maybe the gen Alucard and my friend are on. But no, he's over here with Alucard. Okay, they'll get their gen done. That's good. Sadly, Alucard is kind of chasing around my hook. It kind of makes it harder to get the unhook. Thankfully, he did not switch targets. Well, a little death from above on that hill there. This heel underhook should be fine. Oh, I'm gonna use Sprint Burst and run away. Yeah, he's... oh my. I'm gonna put down this first aid spray and finish healing myself. Okay, he left my friend. He's on Geralt now. So I am going to go try for the save. I am on death hook, but I'm at full health, so it's not going to be bad. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we got to skedaddle. So I am oblivious right now. That's probably one of Wesker's add-ons, if I had to guess. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. So, there's another thing you can see. He slammed my friend into me, and that put me into deep wounds. If I was in full health, that would have injured me. Get Geralt. My lord. And Wesker is here. I think Alucard just dead-hearted his bound. I need to mend because I am in deep wound from getting slammed. Okay, my friend's unhooked. Wesker is a stronger character, so he can be difficult to go against at times. Especially on this map. Dead Sands is a very, very small map, and it is pretty strong for the killers. Yeah, it's very open. Wesker can thrive on a map like this. As you can see here, I don't really have many places to go. Oh, I tried to pull that pallet down, but it just wouldn't let me. Okay, we're gonna get killed. Wesker's freaking out. Okay, so you can see real quick before I completely die, it's red around Geralt's portrait. That means that he's fully infected. Oh my. Let's watch. And Geralt is doing the... So you see there, he was at full health. And because he was fully infected, he got slammed onto his shoulder. And Geralt is killing himself, giving up. Okay, so... Oh, shit. go, go, go. Damn. Ooh, threw her into nothing, though. That was very rude, the way he looked up and then dashed. And we are getting a Mori. Sometimes the killer will let you go, but that feels to be rarer and rarer lately. But yeah, that was the build. We didn't make it to endgame or able to use adrenaline or hope, but you can't win them all. Especially on a map like that against a Wesker. He's not undefeatable, but you're gonna have a rough time. And he had a really, really good build. Like, really strong perks. Alien Instinct was the reason I was oblivious earlier. If you remember me bringing that up, it makes you oblivious when you're injured and you're the furthest from him. Alright, well, we are going to move on to Claudette's perks, so I will see you there in her build in a moment. Okay, let's switch over to Claudette, and we can look at her teachables, and then go over her build. We'll just type in Claudette here to bring up her teachables. Okay, so her first teachable is Botany Knowledge. Healing speed is increased by 50%. Healing item efficiency is reduced by 20%. Now, if I am remembering correctly, when Springtrap comes out, the healing item efficiency is reduced by 20% effect will be removed from this perk, and I'm pretty sure all it'll do is healing speed is increased by 50%, which is a really good effect. What the secondary perk that I'm pretty sure they're removing is if you're using a medkit on yourself or someone else, it'll drain the medkit's charges faster. It'll drain them 20% faster. So if it makes it so that, like, you need to have a bandage or something equipped if you want to heal yourself with Botany Knowledge and a medkit. But they're going to be getting rid of that, so it won't be affected by that. So it's just going to have the flat healing speed is increased by 50%. This is a decent perk. It's a good perk. You'll see people run this. You can combo it with other survivors teachables. When you get them, there are a lot of healing perks in the game. So at base, 50% increase just for healing. It's good. It works on you. It works on your allies. It's a good perk. Her next perk is Empathy. Unlocks potential in one's aura reading ability. Dying or injured allies' auras are revealed to you when within 128 meter range. Empathy does not reveal auras of allies when they are in direct contact with the killer. An example of that would be the killer carrying them on their shoulder. You would not see their aura then. But other than that, as soon as someone's injured, you're more than likely going to see them because 128 meters is very big. For a lot of maps, that's basically the whole map. So you'll always know where people are and you can go heal them, or if you need healing and they're injured, you'll know where to go and you can heal each other. Or you can, it's just also good to have an idea of, oh, that person's over there and they're being chased by the killer, and it gives you an idea of where the killer is and how you need to react to that information. So Empathy is a good perk for a bunch of different means, not just for healing. And then her final teachable is Self-Care. Unlocks the Self-Care ability, which allows you to heal without a medkit at 35% normal healing speed. This is, I would say, a controversial perk. Some people call it Selfish Care. Some people don't like this perk. I mean, it can... the problem with it is the 35% decrease. A lot of people will pair this with something like Botany Knowledge. But the problem is you're going to spend a lot of time in a corner healing yourself when maybe you could have found someone else to heal you quicker. But there are situations where, like, say you couldn't finish a heal and you don't have a med kit, and this can help you top off, or things like that. So if you want to use it, I mean, a lot of people still use it. It's a popular perk. I would say all of her perks are pretty good. But yeah, some people might not like you using self-care, but if you want to use it, use it. Don't let people dictate the way you play the game. We won't be using it in this build just because our build's kind of about healing others, not about healing ourselves. So our first perk is going to be botany knowledge to help heal other people. Our second perk is empathy to know where the people are that we want to be healing. We're running deja vu like the other builds just to have some gen speed and to see where gens are and know where the 3 gens are. And then our final perk is Will Make It. This is the perk that makes you heal. It increases your healing speed by 100% for 90 seconds when you unhook somebody. So this, combined with botany knowledge, will make you heal someone 150% faster. This is really good. I also feel like running this will make you, if you're newer, because I know a lot of new players, they play a bit more passively, they're a bit more scared of the killer, the game feels a lot more like a horror game, and that's completely understandable. I feel like having a perk like this will incentivize you to try and be a little more bold and try and go for the unhooks and be a little more active in the match when you may feel you want to be a little more passive, which is understandable if you're newer. I understand being scared of the killer and things like that, especially if you're playing with friends that have been playing for a long time. You're going to be going against killers that have a lot more hours than you, more than likely, because they'll probably be getting paired. You'll be getting paired with the MMR that your friends are in. So I understand being passive, but like I said, I think this will help you push you away from being passive. This all will. It'll help you be more outgoing and trying to help and be a team player. And I think that's important to get away from that, like, scared mentality and try to be a bit more proactive in your matches. So we are going to hop into the game and we're going to try out the build, and whether we win or lose doesn't really matter. It's just checking out the build and giving you an idea of, like, this is a healing build you could do. So we are going to hop into the match and I will see you all in a moment. Okay, here we go with our healing altruistic build. We got Garden of Joy. This is going to be very interesting. This is definitely a more stronger map for survivors. So we're on one of our deja vu gens. Here's my friend. We will work on it together. Oh, and she just put a brand new parts on this gen, so the gen doesn't need as much progress to be finished, as you can see on the progression bar. Oh, and it's a Nemesis, and he is here. Nemesis is being a little sussy. Oh, I almost got fucking infected by a zombie there. I didn't see her ass. She took a swipe at me. Okay, we're gonna hop back up on this gen. So that brand new parts is permanent. That'll be there for the rest of the game until this gen's done. Even if it regresses all the way. And it is an add-on for toolboxes. So, for brand new parts, you have to use it, and then you have to hit a skill check. And if you miss the skill check, it won't apply, and the brand new parts goes away anyway. So it's definitely a risk-reward kind of thing. But thankfully, my friend is very good at using brand new parts. Okay, we have a half-naked Jonah here. Okay, do a little... Oh, we can't do stealthing because of this goddamn zombies right here. So, if you're not infected and Nemesis whips you, you will not get injured right away. He can only injure you with his whip if you are infected. And you can get vaccines out of the chest to heal yourself. But there's only 4 of them on the map, so you have to use them wisely. Also, I don't think I'll be able to show it here, maybe? But if you crouch, he can't hit you through windows. Or other objects, such as a car. Okay, he's still on me. We're gonna pre-drop Shack pallet. Window blocked because I vaulted it 3 times while in chase. So we're gonna have to leave Shack. Another gen got done, that's perfect. Now he's probably gonna down us here. Oh, he swung at us instead of using his whip. Nemesis tears up as he infects people. Once he hits tier 2, he can break pallets with his whip. In tier 3, it's extremely long. He can't go above tier 3. Tier 1, it's very short, and it cannot break pallets. He gains progression on the levels by infecting survivors, injuring survivors with his whip, and killing zombies with his whip. Okay, so Jonah is on a gen upstairs. I need David to get some courage here and come get me. My friend's coming. Thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh, David just saboed that hook over there. So that is very nice. So we'll do this. And then I'm going to try and pick my friend up. Goddamn zombies. Okay. Now because of botany knowledge, we heal quicker. This heal off, perfect. Nemesis is coming. I hear that damn zombie. Okay, I've been chosen, so I'm going to run away. Oh, no, he's switching targets. I think he's going back to hook. He is. Okay. I'm gonna hop on this gen. Sadly, they are both coming this direction. Oh, but Nemesis isn't checking us. That's beautiful. Okay, David just got tunneled. Oh, shit. Okay, we got the gen done at least. Well, he wants my ass. Okay. Okay, Jonah is picking up. They got David up. I'm gonna get hooked again. Okay. So, my friend is healing David. Jonah was on a gen. He's getting chased. Oh, he's getting downed. It looks like he's slugging again. He's going after David. At least this Nemesis isn't full team slugging. It seems like he's just doing opportunistic slugging. Oh, he's heading back to hook. Okay. Oh, he's tunneling me out. And I don't really have... I'm getting grabbed. You see, I did a medium vault there. That's how he was able to grab me so easily. Alright, well, we're dead, but we can still watch everyone else and see how this game goes. Let's see, I have to wait to get into the endgame lobby here. Okay. Let's see what everybody's doing. So, my friend's on a gen, everyone else seems to kind of just be standing around. Jonah's down. Yes, going down. And let's see. Okay, I was just informed he has oppression. That's where a killer kicks a gen, and then 3 other gens also start to regress. And if you're on that gen that gets chosen to regress, you get a difficult skill check. David is... Okay, he is going for the rescue now, thankfully. Okay, and he gonna heal upstairs. My friend is doing really, really good in chase here. Okay, David is gonna go work on the gen. They gave up on my friend. She did really good that chase. Even though Shaq had no pallet, they did great. Okay, so they're on Jonah, it looks. Jonah, he has not left you. So Jonah has balanced landing, which would give him a burst of speed when he lands, but he was exhausted, so it didn't do anything. Okay, he's coming for my friend now. Ooh, he just kicked a blast mine if you saw that over there. He's going for Jonah. He's gonna tunnel Jonah off. Oh, yep. It's up to you, David. Oh. You guys didn't see it, but my friend just power struggled and pulled the pallet down while Nemesis was carrying her. That's her top perk there that lets her pull the pallet down once she has a certain amount of progress on her wiggle bar. Jonah's dead. A zombie is near David, giving away his location. Damn. So you can blind zombies and you can kill them with a pallet. And zombies are more attracted to you if you are infected. They also react to noises. David might be wearing his lifeguard outfit, but I don't think he's gonna pull us out of the deep end here. I think he might be dead right here. Yeah. Oh. This Nemesis was not messing around. But, oh my god, David, Jesus, I'm not looking at your screen. He was spinning his camera in circles, and that was not necessary. Nemesis is taking some time on the porch to sip some tea. Okay, he's ready to go again. And is David holding on out of spite? David is holding on out of spite or something. I don't know. In this situation, you would really want to let go so the other person could try and, even if they're on the ground, try and get hatch. There's no reason to hold on like this. Unless you don't like the person you're playing with, which I don't know. We didn't do anything to this David, so I don't know why he's doing this. But, yeah, so she has power struggle, and if you see this perk here, if you're slugged, it converts 50% of your pickup bar. when you're on the ground, you can recover. Your recovery bar, excuse me. It converts 50% of that into your wiggle bar, so it pairs very well with this. And then tenacity lets you crawl faster and recover while you're crawling, which you normally cannot do. And then blast mine, you can put it on a generator, and then if the killer kicks it, they'll be blinded and stunned. Okay, let's see if she can find Hatch. I have no idea what Nemesis is doing. He left her. She might bleed to death. But she has passed. Okay, so it was not a perfect game, and I don't really think I got to get an unhook for We'll Make It, but that's okay. It's a healing build, and we're just trying to do different kinds of builds on different survivors with our base perks. But we had some good chases. I think this is still a good game, a good example. Yeah, he had some decent perks and then some decent add-ons. So, yeah, but we are going to move on to our final character, Jake. So I will be there in a moment to explain his build and his perks. Okay, let's move over to Jake, and we will look at his teachables and his build. I did change my mind. I did use 2 of Jake's perks. I was only going to use 1, but I decided to use 2. So let's go over them. His first teachable is Calm Spirit. It reduces chances of alerting woodland creatures by 100%. It allows you to overcome the urge to scream. It allows you to open chests and cleanse/bless totems silently, but at a 30% reduced speed. This phrasing is a bit outdated. I feel like they need to update what this says, the way it's described, but the first bullet point, by woodland creatures, it means the crows. If you get near or run by a crow, it will fly away, and then it will fly back after a little bit. If a killer is paying attention and they see a crow fly away, they will know that someone is near that spot, and if they see it come back, they will know someone was recently near that spot. So this will stop giving your location away by the crows, and there are a few killer perks that are affected by crows, and when the crow activates, so this will stop those perks from activating. The overcome the urge to scream means that when you're hit, downed, hooked, like shocked by the doctor's shock effect, you won't scream. You won't make any noise at all. You will just get hit, and that's it. It's an okay perk. I feel like a lot of people use it to not give their location away by the birds, or just if they don't like their survivor screams, or to counter killers like Doctor. I think the third bullet point effect is pretty bad. I don't think opening chests or cleansing and blessing being silent is that big of a deal, and the reduced speed is pretty bad, honestly. His next perk is Iron Will. Grunts of pain caused by injuries reduced by 100%. Does not function while exhausted. Does not inflict exhausted. Now, we do not have any exhaustion perks on our build, so we won't be exhausting ourselves, but there are killer perks that can exhaust you, and there are killer add-ons that can exhaust you. So you may still have this countered by the killer, but despite that, this is a really strong perk. Not making any grunts of pain is very nice. It allows you to hide while injured if you're trying to lose the killer's nearby. A lot of the survivors are much louder than other survivors, so some survivors benefit from this even more than others. And Iron Will can counter killers like Spirit that somewhat Spirit completely relies on sound, and not making any sound while you're injured can counter a killer like Spirit very well. His final teachable is Saboteur. See hook auras in a 56-meter radius of the pickup spot if another survivor is being carried. Scourge hooks are shown in yellow. It doesn't say, but normal hooks are shown in white. Unlocks the ability to sabotage hooks without a toolbox. Sabotaging a hook without a toolbox takes 2.3 seconds. The sabotage action has a 60-second cooldown. I feel like most people that are running Sabo builds with a toolbox are using this just to see where the hooks are and have a better idea of where the killer might be going. I don't think a lot of people are using it for the actual sabotage itself, because 2.3 seconds is actually a considerable amount of time, especially if the killer's right there. If you try some toolboxes, especially with certain add-ons, you could sabo right in the killer's face and there's nothing they can do about it. 2.3 seconds, you try to do it in front of a killer, they're going to hit you, and then this is going to go on cooldown, and you're not going to be able to make a second attempt. We won't be using this because we are not using a toolbox, we are using medkits with all of these builds. So let's go into the build. Our first teachable that we'll be using is Iron Will. As I explained, I think it's the best of his perks. It'll make it so that we don't make any grunts of pain when we're injured. Our next perk is Calm Spirit. With the two of these, we'll be a bit more stealthy. This will stop the killer from knowing where we are. So it's a bit more of a stealthy side of the build. We'll be running Deja Vu as normal to have Gen auras revealed to us and have that bonus speed. And then I figured we'd also use a really meta and good perk, Resilience. I feel like since this activates while we're injured, we could have another perk to go with it. And Resilience is only active while you're injured, and it gives you that nice 9% speed increase to doing just about everything. Now, this would also affect, I think, the speed on Saboteur as well, but we're not, as I said, we're not doing Sabo stuff. So this, with Iron Will and Deja Vu, mixing these two gen speeds together, I think this is a pretty decent build. Who knows, this might be the build we escape with. But even if not, I think it's a pretty decent build, and we are going to hop into the game and see how we do. And either way, we're going to have fun. And then after this, we'll go over the final build using only general perks. So I will see you in the Jake game in a moment. Okay, Ironworks of Misery. I personally feel like this is a more survivor side of map. It looks like we have a, what is his name? Singularity. So Singularity can put down these cameras, and he puts these little bio things on your back. And then he can teleport to you. I see him up there. What those are EMPs. They can disable his cameras and the thing on your back. He teleports to it, and then he can vault faster, break pallets faster, and if you stun him, he will break the pallet and be able to hit you. He's a pretty strong killer. But we are going to do our best with the build that we have here. And we will see how it goes. Oh, he has oppression as well, like the Nemesis did. You got to see it on my view there, though. I blew up the gen. That's my bad. Okay, she went upstairs. Down upstairs is what I meant to say. She's on hook. Looks like Trevor is either getting... If Trevor is getting chased, I'll go for the unhook. He is. So we're going to go for the unhook here. Okay, Vittorio got off his gen, so it looks like he's going to attempt to save as well. He is, he's going to beat me there, but that just means we can double heal really fast. So, not bad. There we go. Okay. And as I said, you cannot triple heal. You can only have 2 people healing at once. And I think that yellow gen, I think he has Trail of Torment. My friend is thinking the same thing I thought, I just didn't say it. Trail of Torment makes it so as long as that gen has been kicked and it's regressing, The killer has no terror radius. He definitely didn't have a terror radius, so that was definitely trail. Run them feet, Jake. Okay. Thankfully we didn't go... We don't really want to go down here because basement's here. He's trying to hit us through the window. If you're too close to the window, he'll be able to hit you. Okay, he also has machine learning. He just put it on the gen I was working on. So we'll check spot him here and look at where he is. Okay, make sure he doesn't vault into this window. He doesn't. Okay, that closed. We're probably going to use Shack Pallet here. I didn't get a stun, but that's okay. So machine learning, if anyone finishes that gen, he will be undetectable, and he will move faster. I would give you the numbers, but by the time Springtrap comes out, all the numbers on that perk are going to change. Right now it's 45 seconds undetectable, and 45 seconds of 8%, 10% haste, 8% haste. I think it's going up to 10... No, it's 10%, it's going down to 8%, and it's going to last a minute. Sorry if that was confusing. But I was able to be confusing and run him very well, so that's all that matters. Okay, that window blocked. But another gen got done. He really should be trying to put a camera on me. Or put a thing on my back, but it's fine. He's going to down me here. I don't have anywhere to go. Now, I didn't scream because of Calm Spirit. That perk I decided to put on. 96%. So... Very nice stealthing on my friend's part. That was very good. He can only have one gen compromised with machine learning at a time, by the way. If he kicks a different one, it'll switch gens. Okay, we'll go over here and get me healed up. Okay, he's on Vittorio. Nice. Okay, I can grab an EMP here just so you can see what it looks like. So you always have to finish the last little bit. So that's an EMP. Now I could disable that camera, but there might not be a point to it right now because it's not really looking at anything. So we can disable this camera because we're going to work on this. So you let it fill up, and then you do that, and then you see it gets destroyed for a short amount of time. Shouldn't say it's destroyed, it gets disabled. As long as it's got those pink sparks on it, it's disabled. He can still look through it, he just can't tag you with it. Okay, I'm gonna go for the save since she's getting chased. Okay, he's switching over to me. That's fine, we'll unhook on this side so it takes him a little bit longer to hit me. And then we'll go to this pallet. Okay, he's tunneling. He's probably feeling pressure because he's about to be at 1 gen. We're going to heal myself here. That's why we brought the med kit, just in case we needed a heal. So we can see one of his biopods up there. Okay. I'm going to grab this and then I'm going to go unhook him. If you put this on the ground to use your item, it will despawn. It's not like a vaccine. Oh, and he just kicked a blast mine I was informed of. So that is very awesome. You put Trail on it, though, as we can see, Trail of Torment's in yellow, but blast mine is also in yellow. So you kind of have to try and pay attention to what perks are happening. Since behavior uses the same colors for a lot of different effects. Okay, we're going to go try and disable Trail of Torment. We just have to stop it regressing, and it will go away. somebody's disabling this camera for me. Okay, Trail of Torment has been disabled. Now that goes on cooldown for, I believe, a minute before he can use it again. Ooh. Okay, my friend did really good there. I blew this gen up. I didn't do really good. That was my bad. I don't know what Vittoria is currently doing. Come on, we got this, Trevor. Come on. He's in the camera, but it's fine. That camera... Oh, it's not disabled anymore. Well, he didn't mark us. Let's go get my friend off hook. Vittorio is dead. This door is not broken, is it? Shit. Okay, let's go this way. Let's get her and go away from where Vittorio was just hooked. Oh, the door got opened already. I missed... Oh my god, Trevor just left our asses. Okay, I missed where the other door was. Oh, I see it, I see it. Okay, I'm gonna run behind her so he can't get a hit. Down her, I mean. Okay, we're out. There we go. This is not the build I was expecting to escape on, but I am happy regardless. So, that is this more, I suppose, stealthy build, since it hides our thing. And we don't have an exhaustion perk like I went over, so we don't have to worry about this not being active. Although, killers can exhaust you, but we went over that. And Calm Spirit is decent. I don't know why I wasn't going to put it on my build originally. But yeah, I am going to hop over and explain the all general perks build. Like I said, we won't play a game with it, but it's going to be a decent build full of meta general perks. But I will have my final thoughts after I show you that build. So I will see you all in a moment. Okay, and let's look at our final build, which is all general perks. I put it on Rebecca. I'm using a different type of add-on this time. It is still a brown, but is Sacrificial Ward. It cancels out map offerings, unless 4 of the same map offering is brought, and then it gets canceled out. But map offerings are going to be changed by the time Springtrap comes out. Right now, if you bring 1 map offering, it has a 100% chance of taking you to that map, unless there's another map offering in play or a Sacrificial Ward is played. They're going to be lowered to 20% chance of taking you to the map, and they're going to be hidden, so they're not going to be as strong, and you also can't stack them. So even if a team brought all 4 of the same offering, you still only have a 20% chance of going to that map. So, for the... I went with a lot of meta and then just good perks to do different things. So this is our all universal general perk build. The first perk is Deja Vu. We've used this in all of our builds. It lets us see the 3 gens, and it lets us repair gens faster. So it's good. We're using Resilience, so we have something when we're injured. It'll give us 9% additional speed when doing just about everything in the game. So that's very nice. Our next perk is Will Make It. This is the perk that when you unhook someone, you heal people 100% faster for 90 seconds. This is a very nice perk to help out the team. This is the perk we'll be using to be a bit altruistic and helping our friends and teammates. And then finally, we'll be using Lightweight. This is the perk I kind of picked as our, in quote, chase perk, since it can mess with your scratch marks and make them go away faster. So this is what we'll be using. General perks don't really have anything that great for chase, so this is what we'll be using. But I think this is a pretty decent build. Win or lose, it doesn't really matter. We're just showing off this build. But yeah, we're going to hop into the game, and then I will have my final thoughts on everything at the end of this match. So I will see you all in a moment. Alright, we're going to try out this build. and see how it goes. We got the game, so that's not bad for us. So let's see. Oh, it's a... Who is that? They just broke a door down here. Oh, it's a Death Slinger. It's a Death Slinger's terror radius. Oh my goodness. He's coming for me. Oh god, that was a shot. Oh, I did not know that these people were in here. Alrighty then. Well, at least with resilience, we will get this gen done 9% quicker. Or it makes me do it 9% faster. You know what I mean. Ooh, night. Oops. So my friend just got power struggle again there. She was able to get herself off. Ah, he has Merciless Storm. So I'm gonna get healed up. So Merciless Storm gives you some hard skill checks near the end of the gen, and if you mess them up, it blocks the gen. Okay. Get my friend here. Get her healed up. We'll make it is helping us, right? We'll make it? Yes. Which I really feel like I didn't get to show off with Claudette, but you can see how fast that heal was. So the problem with multi-floor maps is that sometimes you can't tell where the killer exactly is. Oh, shit. Okay. I had to get him off my friend. He's chasing her. He's on me now. We don't need any tunneling here. Too bad I don't have my cowgirl outfit on. We get hit, but we get a stun. I feel like this pallet's very dangerous against him. I'm stuck here a little bit. Oh, yeah. But we're wasting his time. I think if I didn't crouch there, he might have shot me right in the head. Not that that does anything more. Oh, Slinger's ability. I didn't go over Slinger. Slinger can just shoot his gun. If he hits you, it pulls you in. Puts you in the mending state if the chain breaks, or if he hits you. His power's pretty simple. He also moves slower than most of the cast. Oh, nice. Got me there. At least we distracted him for basically 2 gens. Okay. So Merciless Storm activated, but that's okay. Merciless Storm can only activate once per gen, thankfully. So those two just hopped on a gen that hadn't really been started yet. Oh, but they're zooming through it pretty quick. Okay, I think... There's no way he got up there already. He just broke a pallet near me. I think. Okay, Meg is coming to get me. Gunslinger's distracted with Bill upstairs, so I think it's safe to heal Underhook here. Oh, he might... Nope, he's on Bill still. We're good. Thank you, Meg. Get my friend healed up here. I'm gonna use my med kit. Just so it's a little quicker. Okay, we sing Slinger. Try and get over to Bill, but... Oh, he's in this room. He just saw me. So, we're gonna have to... Oh, he's turning around. Okay, they got Bill, they got Bill. Okay, it looks like he did a little tunnel on Bill. We're just gonna keep working on this deja vu gen. Okay. So, Bill's on second hook. I'm gonna go unhook Bill, or at least attempt to. Just heard him shoot his gun. Bill? He coming. Bill, he's coming. Oh my. Hi, Meg. Okay. So there's one gen downstairs at the moment that I know of. It's kind of near me. And the other two are upstairs. I don't know if I have enough here to heal myself. It looks like Bill's gonna heal me. Bill missed a skill check, but I think that's gonna be okay. Okay, it might not be okay. Just trying to break a pallet. Okay, we're gonna hop on this gen, because it's gonna be part of the final 3 gen when that gen gets done. Which is gonna... Oh, shit, here he is. Okay, he hit me, but he left me. I don't think this will be enough. Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna try and run up and finish this gen with resilience. I can move my little Rebecca feet fast enough. Oh, shit. Yes. Yes, he is. Right there. Oh, but he just got blast-minded? That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, he didn't go for me, thankfully. He went for Bill. Get all reset on this end here. Meg? Oh, she's gonna stop that gen from regressing, hopefully. No, she's not. Meg? Oh my god, this Meg is something. You work on the gen, and I will get the Meg. Okay, and he's here. I'm gonna try and get away from this gen, but he's gonna kick it probably. No, he's on me. Okay, we're distracting him pretty well here. I don't think you can... He's leaving me. He's going to the gen we've been trying to do. I think he just shot Meg off of it. I think she was shot off of it. Okay, I'm gonna hide here. And maybe I can hop on that with resilience. Okay. Oh, but my friend is down. Okay, he's slugging. This is good. That gives her time to build up her perks. Oh, he has no idea where she went because of tenacity. Okay, maybe I can take a hit. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, shit. Okay, he's on me. Hopefully these two will jump on a gen. I'm hoping to God they do soon. Because right now, nothing is getting done. Okay, there they are. I need to get away from the gens, actually. I know I'm kind of near them. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get hooked. Okay, so where are they at? Neither of them. They're kind of just running around. Okay, so you can have moments like this where it doesn't really matter what build you're running or anything. If your teammates don't want to do anything, you can't really force it, you know, like... I can't even tell if... I don't think they're even being... No, they're not being chased, they're just really not doing anything. And I don't know if Bill's gonna get here in time. If he really tries, he might. Oh, he actually got me. I need to get away from here. I might get tunneled. He might do a bit of tunneling here since that was a trade. If he shoots me, I'm dead. I'm dead. I assume he'll pick me up first. No, he's leaving me. I'll crawl away. Oh, Bill picked himself up. I'm assuming he is unbreakable. Okay, well, I'm going to die. But Meg might actually get the gen done. Oh, he's mad at me. He hit me. I get a little last hit. Alright, we'll see what happens here. I will view their screens. Or, you know, go into spectator mode as soon as it allows me to here. Okay, Bill's opening a door. Meg is coming to the door that he's opening, so... Oh my god, I can't believe he actually committed to it. I'm shocked. Most people... Oh, Bill's dead. Well, we got one person out. Bill's gonna get moried, I assume. Yeah, we can see the Deathslinger Mori if you've never seen it. Alright, well, that was all of the beginner builds that I wanted to show off, plus this one when I decided to do it last minute. But yeah, I hope this video helped. I hope it was useful. I hope you got something out of it, and if you are new or coming in because of Five Nights at Freddy's, I hope you enjoy the game and have a good time with it. That's it for now. I will be doing a killer version of this once Springtrap comes out, because this will be coming out before that. But until then, I hope you all have a good day or night, and I'll talk to you next time.